Okay, we're back. I got a few more days to work with this little horse. We've been working her, really just doing a bunch of groundwork on her, trying to get her healthy, and then start riding her. We'll probably start riding her maybe in another 20 days or so. I wanted her to get good and healthy before we try to put a bunch of rides on her. She's healthy enough to ride right now, but she needed a lot of groundwork, and so we got started on this groundwork with her. Seems to be taking to it pretty good. We got her lunging, we got her looking, paying attention. Let's see if we can get her to lunge. There you go. Her hip is starting to look a lot better. She's kind of fresh this morning whenever I saddled her up. Oh, start her back the other way. Ooh. She's listening to that voice command now. She's got the voice command down. She's paying more attention. Good girl. Back up. Back up. Back up. Back up. You bet. Good girl. Oh. It's turning off real good. I want her to, the next thing that I'm working on is her crossing over. I want her feet to cross over one another, and she's got it down. Look at there. Oh. I want you to walk off. I want you to help. I just want her feet to cross over. There you go. There you go. Just like that right there. You start them off. This is how I start them off. I got, hold mama. I got a sorting stick, and I'll take, oh mama, and I'll push her. I'll put it on the side of her face. Oh mama. Come here. Oh. I'll put it on the side of her face right here, and then I don't want her to walk off. I just want her to turn and take one and take two and then stop. And the same way with the right side. I'll take and I'll put my stick on the side of her nose right there, and then I'll just kind of push her. I don't want her to walk away. I just want her front feet to move. Oh, there you go. You couldn't really see it because my rope was in. Put that walking stick on the side of her nose, and then just kind of push her over. There it is. There it is. Whenever she does that, and she's not going to do it perfect the first time. It's kind of already in her, so she's not having a real hard time with it. She's actually doing pretty good. Getting her to listen to voice command and quit just trying to run away from everything and be calm till you get one to calm down and pay attention, like anything else. You know, people get hysterical and they just start, they don't even pay attention to what they're doing. Getting one to calm down, where they actually pay attention to what you're trying to show them. And it ain't just the horse, it's the person. If the person ain't got the patience to stop and do it, you know, slower than slow motion, one step at a time, people without that kind of patience, you know, you can't teach anything, because they get impatient. In doing this, you can't be impatient. You got to have all the patience in the world. But you can tell, you know, she's right there. And we got her to picking up her feet now. Oh, mama. Oh, baby. Up. 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 Got her picking up her feet right there in the front. Foot right there. Hit on. Just kind of play with them. You can pick up her back feet too. I'm not holding this horse while I'm picking up her feet. Hold on. I'm not holding her while I'm doing this. Like I had to keep a hold of her because she tried to run away. Just kind of. And what I've learned, it's not that I show horses, I learned from them too. You know, if I learn, if I show them that I trust enough in them that I'm just going to drop that rope right there, and I'm going to walk up to them. I'm gonna, you know, maybe pet them, turn her face this way, where she knows I'm coming on this side, and then come over here and just touch her, just kind of pet them. Come back over this other side, grab her head so she knows I'm coming on this side, push it that way, and then pet her on this side. And the whole time the rope, I saddle this horse. I don't hold this. I don't hold my lead rope while I'm saddling this horse. I don't have to anymore. You know, I just drop the lead rope on the ground like that right there. I throw my saddle over. I gird her up. I put that bit in her mouth. She's carrying that bit a lot better now. You can see she ain't been playing with it. She ain't been playing with it like she had been before. She knows how to carry it. The next thing we're going to do is, after we get this horse going, before we even start riding her, we're going to go ahead and do a long rein, what they call a long rein. And what that is, I have another, oh mama, what's the matter? I have another thing, and we'll put some long rope. Come here. We'll put some long rope into this right here, and we'll either go through the stirrups on that side right there, and this side over here go through the stirrups where we can turn her whichever way we want to turn her. But we want to get these panels up around this round pen first. We want to get all these panels put up where she can't walk through the middle of the cross ties and stuff like that. So we'll do that. We'll get her going like that. I have another thing that goes around it. You don't use it with the saddle. You can use it with the saddle, but I usually just take it off and strap it on. It's got D-rings in it all the way down the side, and you can run your line through it, and it goes all the way from here to right there, and then about 20 foot in the back, far enough back where they can't kick you or anything like that, you know, if they was doing anything. But I had messed with her in a couple of days, about 4 days, so she was pretty juicy. She came out and she had a little bit of gas to her. She wanted to work, but you can tell now that she's pretty much calmed down. What's the matter, mama? Huh? She's filling out. She's filling out really good. She's getting a hip on her now. She's getting somewhat of a hip on her. She's gonna fill out pretty good. She'll be nice looking horse. So we're gonna lunge her around a few more times and just kind of get some exercise on her, let her get some of that. She's been getting a lot of feed and a lot of hay. She's getting a lot of energy built up. So you want to make sure whenever you give them that kind of hay and that kind of feed to get them pumped up. You can tell, look at her, she's just sitting there with her head down. That's a mark of a good horse right there. She's just sitting there calm, just kind of paying attention to what's going on. And but whenever you give them a lot of hay and feed twice a day, because she's not working. This ain't really work for her, but I don't want to ride her down in the condition that she's in now. So you give them that. You got to get them out and exercise them. You got to expect that they're going to be a little bit juicy if you don't work them all the time. She's kind of figured it out now. She's just kind of sitting there. What's the matter, Mama? Huh? But she's coming along good. I'm really proud of the way that she's taken to all this. She can turn out to be a really nice horse. We may just end up keeping this horse. I don't know. The way she's turning out, I think I might.